And the bottom left here in the blue, folks. He had a run versus Clem to get here. What a run. It's MaxPax. And on the upper right side of the map here in the red, surviving a scare from Botnik, it's Harstem. Man, what a scare that was. That, if you get a chance, and if you're on my YouTube, it's on my YouTube. Yes, from would have been uploaded probably 2 days ago. You'll be able to see Botnik for Harstem, and it's worth checking out. You might say, it's Botnik versus Harstem. That doesn't seem like a even serious. It was. It's worth checking out. It absolutely is worth checking. It was a sick series. But of course, we do see MaxPax. Okay, so MaxPax will always go one gate expand. Really, even on bases on maps they technically shouldn't be able to, but he's MaxPax. He does what he wants. Which is, it's fun watching him play against Geralt, for example, because Geralt refuses to. But I'm somewhat surprised to see Harstem do the double gate expand on the high ground from this setup. Because Geralt, for example, is pretty stubborn about how he wants to play, but Harstem is pretty adaptable. I mean, part of that, of course, is, he's got this big YouTube channel. He plays all sort of crazy stuff. He seems to be very on top of the meta. Whereas, of course, we've seen Geralt, teammate of MaxPax, refuse to go for that build for 2 years. So now we ask ourselves the question, is this something where Harstem just has some sort of cheeky all-in now? Because his probe is on the map. He's not even delaying the natural. So the fact that he doesn't even try to delay the natural kind of makes me think that Harstem's got some shenanigans on the mind. It will be okay. So Stargate openers for both players. Harstem at least posturing like he might want to get that natural, and looks like the probe will do so. So MaxPax, his Stargate is just a little bit faster. His natural is very much faster, and this just means that Harstem, while he is a little bit more on the map right now, he is just unequivocally behind. Right, his Nexus starts when MaxPax's Nexus completes. It's not like it's not like the Stargate is all that much faster. I don't really see, and he's down on army supply too. I really don't see what the point of opening like this is. Dep's gonna try to find something higher, and this Depth will die, and that's something. First blood, right? No, okay, probe died. Harstem does opt into Phoenix play. The interesting thing, though, is MaxPax is not playing Phoenix. So I was going to say, I don't know that... Oh, look at his bait, too. He says, come all the way in. It's going to be a recall. But with a Stalker here as well... Oh, no, the Phoenix, they kite a little too far forward. I think if the Phoenix had consistent damage, he might have been able to kill it. But I did like the bait there from the Phoenix of Harstem. He's getting up to like 3 or 4. When you go Phoenix against ground, we don't see the mass... Oh, I'm actually going to go mass Phoenix. Phoenix is going to find the left side. So this Oracle is not going to find any value this game. When you go Phoenix into ground, for the most part, you stop at a couple. Although, actually, with a Robo on the way, this could be, there we go, Oracle's dead. You could, in fact, go into Phoenix Immortal, which it's a pretty cool strat. It's something that another Dutch player by the name of Cripsale has used to knock down some pretty big names in EPT Cups last year. He killed Nino with it. I think he killed Showtime with it, actually. Phoenix are going to go look for that lift, and actually it's going to unlock the wall a little bit. And Phoenix, well, they got a couple probes. They back out. They really don't take much damage, and Phoenix will continue to find value over the course of this game. But also, vision. Harstem sees that, okay, there's a pylon on the way. I'm certainly going to deny any sort of gateway, at least for right now. MaxPax, though, looking to move out a little bit. Stalkers, his blink is halfway done. Actually, not quite enough. If this was 2 Stalkers, he would absolutely lift and kill. But there we go. Immortals on the way behind that one, and it looks like it's not going to be true Phoenix Immortal. We do have other gateway units on the ground, and Phoenix production has been slowed. But there we go, Phoenix, they're just going to get lifted, and the force multiplier that Phoenix provide, it just, well, it makes it hard for MaxPax to get too much of anything. He loses 3 Stalkers, he gets a Phoenix. But, I mean, that's not worthwhile. MaxPax Robo is on the way. Stalker's blink forward, but there's nothing for them to blink on top of. As Zealot's going to go try to deal with this pylon on the right side, but Stalkers can deal with that if they want. One Immortal is out. Second one on the way. And I don't see MaxPax again. I don't think he's getting too much with this. He gets a probe, sure, and Stalkers, they blink backwards reactively, but any sort of fight in earnest, actually even a fight that's not in earnest, any sort of Stalkers that want to make that blink happen, well, you just kind of lift them. And then they die, and they cannot blink away. As the Zealots, it's not going to get the pylon. Oh, 11 HP, 2 more swipes. But Phoenix once again going on to the other side of the map, and I want to point out, Harstem has rebuilt. He's got him to 5. He says, that is kind of my number for this Phoenix Immortal style. Stalker's leaning forward. He's going to get a probe and force the force field. It's not going to get all that much, but into the natural couple of depths will find their way, and this is what makes MaxPax so dangerous. His multitasking is really, really good. He's taking advantage of Harstem being on the other side of the map. So, yeah, sure, Harstem got a couple probes, but, well, MaxPax trades for it. Now he's going to get damage on the Immortals. Zealots run forward, but shield batteries are going to be there enough for now. Phoenix now looking for the lift, so it means a couple of these Stalkers will die. And the depths, well, still there. Till very recently. So Harstem, now he just finds himself down 10 workers. So now, Stalkers run forward, looking for something, and it's so hard for MaxPax to really take a fight into here, as much as he's kind of chipping away very nicely, because this base setup just gives you a ready-built surround. So MaxPax, he can find a little bit of drips and drabs here or there. He builds that eco lead, but Harstem has built himself back up into it. But what we're seeing here is Harstem is playing this defensive style, but he does not have blink. He's got charge, going to be that first upgrade, but he has not gotten a lot with the Phoenix, because of course he says these need to be defensive. I need to be able to lift Stalkers as they get aggressive, but now he feels unlocked a little bit. Phoenix on the other side of the map, and that's going to be a lot of dead probes. Meanwhile, looks like a couple probes have died on the other side. Stalkers with a really good concave here. Notice MaxPax triggering the hardened shells. So now the Immortals, I think all their shields have they're no longer have been softened. So MaxPax again taking a pretty nice trade. Knocks down most of the Stalkers, knocks down a lot of the sentries because, well, there's no blink here. And the Stalkers and MaxPax are in fact just better. Now the Phoenix, they have to run home. Stalkers blink forward. One Immortal will fall. Second one is going to go down, but there we go. This is the strength of this army. You lift off everything. Zealot's moving forward, but charge is not yet done. MaxPax, though, he does have to run away. 2 Immortals, they're still too powerful for all the Stalkers, despite everything. But MaxPax, he has taken this advantage to go for a 4th base. MaxPax again runs forward. Now with an Immortal as well, or an Archon, excuse me, as well, it does invalidate a lot of these charge lots. So if we look at it, right, okay, so army supply up for Harstem a little bit. Warped in a lot of Zealots here. This army in a straight up fight is quite simply better for Harstem right now, so long as the Archon doesn't get big, juicy shots like it's getting right now. These Zealots are getting shredded, but now the army moves forward. And again, we don't have blink, so there's not a lot of gap close here. But if the Archon goes down, suddenly, I mean, charge lot Immortal versus a bunch of blink Stalkers. So, now, here we go. Harstem now feels like he can finally get aggressive. His army supply is fairly equal. Upgrades are similar, but again, it's 4 Immortals and 3 Archons. This army, if we look at army value, it's actually It's 400 gas up. It's going to be difficult for MaxPax to take the fight, but of course, moving into shield battery is damn hard. But more Archons getting added in, more Zealots as well. So we move into surely Charge-Lot Archon, but really, it's Charge-Lot Archon Immortal, but really it is Immortal with a smattering of Charge-Lots and Archons. As Harstem continues to posture, he's got his 4th base on the way, but it is pretty far delayed. Right? 15 workers are in the good for MaxPax. The longer this goes for Harstem, the better it is, or the longer this goes for MaxPax, certainly the better it is for him. And Harstem, he just doesn't feel like he can find an opening. But both players are still kind of stuck on this mid-game style. No disruptors. Certainly Harstem doesn't even have Blink, so he can't move into Blink Stalker Disruptor all that easily. But if MaxPax moves out a little bit, maybe that's going to be the timing that Harstem wants. Maybe just a little, but MaxPax says, you know what? I'm posturing here. I have stag defense. I'm probably fine. I got a 5th base on the way as well at the 6 o'clock position. So Harstem continues to just fall behind and behind and behind economically, which will of course start to show itself in army supply, in tech, and things like that. As +2 is done for MaxPax as well, +3 on the way. So the army of Harstem, as strong as these Immortals are, as plentiful as these Archons are, 7-5. Well, Harstem needs to find damage with this sooner. He will just find himself scaled out of this game, and he's going to find a great concave right here. MaxPax can't run down the ramp, which means Zealots, well, they're going to find the cannon. And ooh, Harstem says, okay, I'm going to move into the natural. Here we go, Zealots on the right side, but the Archon's not where they need to be from Harstem. Not just yet. A couple Archons on the north side looking for what they can with this +2 timing. Archon number 1 does pop Zealots into the natural, though, knocking down so much production here. And this is exactly what Harstem has been looking for. Zealots run forward, but again, the Immortals, the Archons, shredding these Zealots. You can't do too far. Not into static defense. Not really. Some more Zealots will warp in. This has been so much damage for Harstem, though. His army supply, maybe not the best. And the Zealot and the Archon run by on the north side, actually doing a lot to knock down the economy of Harstem as well. So while Harstem, he got 28 workers. That only equalized the worker supply for the most part. Stalkers blink forward, trying to get what they can. But this fire base of Immortals and the Phoenix lifts as well, they're doing so damn good. Harstem, does he have what he needs? No, he does not, despite the Immortals, despite the lifts. MaxPax takes the fight, and guess what? He killed the 4th base of Harstem as well, even if he loses his 5th, which I don't think he will. MaxPax handles that supremely well. He's got himself a 40 army supply lead. Harstem, life is pain. More Archons are on the way. 4 of them, but it's 8 Archons from MaxPax. He has so much more gas mining. He's a random probe from Harstem on the other side. Damn, I was hoping the High Templar would kill it. Anyway, but now here comes MaxPax. He does not have +3, but it really does not matter. The concave of Archons are shredding everything, and yeah, there are more Immortals, but it really does not matter. This army, MaxPax is double the supply. MaxPax is just too damn good in PvP. It's insane. But he's going to go up 1. In the up left now, folks. In the blue, he's up 1 because he's MaxPax, and this is PvP. What else do you expect? Well, he's MaxPax. In the bottom right now, in the red, down 1. But having a great run thus far, it's Harstem. I'm sorry, Harstem. So now Harstem again going for the single gate or the double gate expand. Again, I'm not a big fan of this. Certainly I mean, maybe Cosmic's a little different because it doesn't have the ramp on the low ground, but it still has this really choky position. So at least Harstem this time is being a little bit more aggressive with his probe. So we're not going to be in this situation where Harstem gets an extra gate earlier, but everything else is the same, and it's like, well, Stargate versus Stargate. Harstem's Nexus is a full build time behind, was that 80 seconds? How long does it take to build a Nexus? A full 80 seconds behind whatever it is. For no gain. You know MaxPax is going to 1 gate expand. Of course, MaxPax, when he does posture for this, half the time he does get that quick Stargate and then get the Nexus. But with the Zealot out, because MaxPax always gets the Zealot. In fact, that is one of the punishes he does in these single gate expand versus single gate expand ideas. Well, he runs the Zealot across the map, and it has led to some easy wins before players learn that maybe not. But for now, Probe scouting around. MaxPax gets his Nexus down pretty much as easy as he would like. And we're going to see Harstem take his eventually, starting to bank up money for it. But we see, again, we see this problem. Stargate later, Nexus later. Gateway faster, but it's not like we see a supply lead from that. Maybe with the Stalkers running across the map, we'll find something. Actually, there's only they're going to find this. Well, Stalkers in the natural. But it's a Stalker and a Stalker versus Stalker and a Zealot, and there's a shield battery here, so you killed a probe here, Harstem, but it's not really enough. It certainly does not justify. So here comes the Oracle of MaxPax. Harstem also going for an Oracle. That now, granted, MaxPax is aware of this, so Wasted Chi. Yeah, there we go. Shield batteries in the mineral lines. There's no anti-air. There are two Stalkers, and they're gonna waste some damage on a probe. This is a lot of damage. Wow, MaxPax. That was just a build order win. I mean, honestly, game one it was a build order advantage too, but this one even worse. MaxPax is up 2. In the bottom left of the map here, he's from PSISTORM. He's up 2. It's MaxPax. And on the north side of the map here in the red, he's down 2. Let's see if he can make it. Thanks to game 5. It's Harstem. And again, Harstem, double gate expand on the map. That is very good for the single gate expand. He's tried it twice. One game he got into the mid game, and honestly, like, he was not in a horrendous spot, but he was always just a little bit behind economically, and MaxPax played it perfectly. And then, of course, game 2, he just got oracled. When you do not have a shield battery in your mineral line, your opponent does. You both open Stargate, and there's no anti-air because your Stalkers were on the other side of the map. Insta-death. Harstem, again, yeah, okay, so this is what you want to see at least a little bit. He's getting much more aggressive every game in delaying the natural of his opponent, which is great. At the very least, I don't know that we're going to have a situation where it's going to be Nexus done by the time that Harstem starts his natural as well. There's going to be one cancel. Now, we got to pay attention, because if you go for 4 Thieves, which can't often happen, then you've just bought an extra pylon, really. But it looks like it will be 2 for the most part, as Zealot's going to start worrying away at things. Harstem starting to bank up a little bit. There we go. So Nexus is now going to go down for MaxPax. It's still going to be faster. Stargate still faster, but it looks like it's not going to be a Stargate from Harstem in this third game. He's maybe been dissuaded from how MaxPax, maybe from how that, well, as I say that, Stargate into a Nexus once again. So MaxPax will again find himself his Stargate much faster. His Nexus much faster. Harstem needs to get value with these Stalkers. But if he runs across the map, is this Oracle is out? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Stalker's going to show up here, and the Oracle's going to go north side. Notice what, I don't know whether Harstem saw the Oracle pop out, but Harstem, by posturing, or MaxPax by posturing forward, is trying to prevent that scout if possible. So Oracle now going to dive in. Oh, this is such a great route. Harstem, though, he will have a shield battery here, but the Oracle, I think, is going to arrive just a little bit faster. Stalkers in the natural looking for pressure. It's 3-2, but shield battery here says a lot about that. Oracle diving in. Shield battery is done now, but you can just kind of turn on the beam and kill probes anyways. Takes a little longer, of course, but you still kill him. So, and actually, there's no production right here. So he's got a warp and stalkers at home, but it has been delayed. Now shield battery overcharge has been popped. Only 2 workers go down. Harstem, hey, there we go. It's game 3. You need to do something a little weird. Let's proxy a Nexus on the north side of the map. Why not? Sounds like fun. Shield battery overcharge has been popped. It's now done. Oracle's looking to dive back in. Shield battery has a bit of energy. And that should be the end of it. Phoenix on the way as well. So this Oracle, it's not going to be nearly as effective as game number 2. Oracle tries to dive in, gets nothing done. And actually, that's without a shield battery committed. So MaxPax gets damage against the shield battery. He gets no shield battery. He buys no shield battery, and that's very nice. And also, great scout here. You're going to see that this is going to be Phoenix play from Harstem. He's going to scout the natural. Says, okay, there's nothing there. It's going to be a recall, and actually, it's going to die. But still, that's a fantastic scout. Revelation here on the army from MaxPax. But the question is, how long until MaxPax realizes that there is a base from Harstem on the north side? Now, even still, MaxPax is up economy. He's just going to be reading this as a 1 base all in instead of a, well, actually, there's a natural behind this. Because actually, the probes are going to get main-arted over. They're not going to get recalled as they get Revelation. Actually, no, there is a recall available. So the probes making their long journey. That is a solid 100 minerals, 150 minerals worth of mining time that has been lost by sending them over like that instead of recalling. But MaxPax, he's just really bad. I mean, he's responding to this as if this is all in. Double shield battery in the natural, void rays popping out. But that's not what this is. So unfortunately, MaxPax, I mean, this is a great setup from Harstem, but the Phoenix Void or the Phoenix Oracle do need to find value, and the Phoenix here, they're going to lift. This is actually a lot of damage, shades of PvZ from 10 years ago. Oracle dives in, and it's still pretty low, so even still, we're going to see the Oracle die. Phoenix, well, they're going to get out. So 4 total workers did go down. MaxPax, again, his economy is still in a good spot, but is he going to find that base on the north side? Actually, I can't. I feel like I should know this. But it tells you how much I play on the edge of the map on Data C. I can't remember whether the Zelnaga Tower actually gives vision of that base. I don't think it does. Which could be a bit of a problem. But now MaxPax just getting aggressive. He's up a little bit in army supply, and Stark is going to look for that Zelnaga. Oh, he's going to find the base. Oh, how do you know, MaxPax? How do you know? He's gonna find the Dark Shrine too. He's gonna let it complete. He's not gonna let it complete. The Stalkers are. You don't want to take this fight. Void Ray, the Phoenix will fall. MaxPax just takes it just like that. 3-0. Harstem tried. It did not work. MaxPax did the. I don't know. The soul read there. The star sense for MaxPax means he's gonna be able to take game number 3, and that means he's your champion of VPT Europe 139.